there's an approximate 6 million landmines in the ground. That's almost one landmine for every 2 people. Everywhere you go, you can see somebody who's been affected.
He's the Perth detective with explosive skills. A former member of the bomb squad, for Detective Sergeant Tony Langer, blowing things up is what he's been trained to do.
Place it up against the side of the landmine and then just detonate it.
Nowadays, the Mandurah detective is using his expertise to save lives overseas.
It's something that's really rewarding because you know it's going to have a future benefit, not just for them, but for their country as well.
It's here in Southeast Asia that Tony is waging war against the relics of war, landmines.
Vietnam has about, I believe it's 160,000 killed since the end of the war. You've got places like Cambodia where 40,000 people live as amputees, which is one of the highest rates in the world per capita.
During the 70s, the US fired a total of 11 billion kilograms of bombs into Vietnam, Cambodia and Laos, more than they dropped during the entire Second World War. That's enough to fill 500,000 semi-trailers.
Of those bombs, it's estimated that 30% didn't explode.
Firing.
One down, 17 million to go.
It was Princess Diana who brought the issue to the attention of the world.
So I feel that they may be able to raise the awareness of the difficulties in the country.
Who decides that a 20-something-year-old woman in the year, 2012 should be blown up by something that's fired in the 1970s?
To help them understand the dangers, Tony is training locals to identify hidden landmines and bombs. He's also teaching them to safely detonate them. Using old bomb equipment from the WA Police Force, they can even retrieve bombs from underwater and blow them up.
So in a period of 6 weeks, we had to take these students from not being able to swim, we had to teach them to swim, then teach them to dive, and then teach them to conduct dive salvage work for munitions.
Now Sergeant Langer's risky crusade is being made into a documentary.
Whilst documentaries have been made before on demining, specifically blowing up landmines and the landmine problem, nothing's taking a holistic look at the other projects they have going.
I clear 50,000 landmines.
Some estimates, removing everything into hundreds of years. It's just massive, absolutely massive.
It's a relentless and dangerous job with no quick fix. But Perth's got one determined detective who's on a mission to make a difference.
It's one of those things that will be ongoing, probably long after I'm gone. But if I can facilitate the moving along of it, I will.